Hello beautiful people, this is Pepsi Glow. Welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe, watch my videos, like my videos, share my videos, and please turn on the notification bell so you get notified each time I upload a new video. So beautiful people, today I'm going to teach you how to make butt and hips enlargement oil. This butt and hips enlargement oil is 100% natural with no side effects. So lovely people, let's move over to my workstation. Let me teach you how to make this super effective hips and butt enlargement oil that will help to enlarge your hips and your butt flawlessly. Lovelies, you're welcome to my workstation. So I'm going to introduce the ingredients that I'm going to use to make this super effective hips and butt enlargement oil. With me here I have my herbs. So I'm going to introduce these herbs to you one after the other. Here I have my apple seed. So this is what it looks like. I have my fenugreek seed. This is what fenugreek seed looks like. Here with me I have my flax seed. This is what your flax seed looks like. So I'm making use of these three herbs. So let me tell you about these three herbs. They have something in common. They have phytoestrogen. Phytoestrogen is a nutrient which the herbs contains, which mimics or is similar to the female estrogen. Female estrogen is the female hormone that enhances female curves like their hips, their butts, and their boobs. So these three herbs, this apple seed, flax seed, and fenugreek seed, contains phytoestrogen, which is similar to that female estrogen, which helps to enhance female curves like their hips, butts, and boobs. It also helps to firm female body parts like the boobs, butts, hips. So these herbs does a lot for the female reproductive system or female reproductive organs because they are edible. When you consume fenugreek, apart from helping to enhance and firm the woman body or the female body, also helps to increase milk production in lactating mothers, as mothers are still breastfeeding their kids. Apple seed is also edible and is well known when it comes to enlarging female hips, butts, and boobs. The flax seed also enhances female boobs, hips, and butts. Flax seed contains omega-3 fatty acid, which helps to maintain female curves. So these three seeds are going to be super effective when combined together. So apart from these three seeds that I have here with me, I also have olive oil, because I'm going to be making, apart from these three seeds, apart from fenugreek seed, flax seed, and apple seed, we are going to make use of a carrier oil. The carrier oil we are going to use to infuse these herbs. So we are making use of olive oil. Olive oil is a rich source of antioxidants and fatty acids that can reverse damaged skin caused by free radicals. It also helps to lift and repel sagging skin. So when you use olive oil to massage your boobs, your butts, your hips, it will help to lift it, it will help to increase it, it will help to enlarge your female body parts. So if you don't have olive oil, you can make use of sunflower oil. Sunflower oil contains fatty acids that also help to increase, firm, and enlarge female curves. So we are also going to be making use of vitamin E. Okay, so vitamin E will also provide antioxidant properties that help to firm the female body parts, like the boobs, the hips, and the butt. It will help to firm it. It will help to firm the entire body. It will help to lift sagging skin. It will also help to protect the skin from free radicals. So apart from that, vitamin E oil is going to help to supply moisture and hydrate the skin. Vitamin E will also prevent the herbal oil from going rancid. It's going to act as a preservative in this formulation, this butt and hips enlargement oil. So vitamin E is very important. It's also very important because when your hips and your butt start increasing, you know, some people might develop stretch marks. It is the work of vitamin E to protect your skin, or to protect you from developing stretch marks as your hips and your butt are increasing. So we are also going to need a jar, because this is where we are going to be infusing. Okay, let me clear this. Because this is where we are going to be infusing our herbal oil. That's our hips and butt enlargement oil. So before I started filming, I've grated my seeds, because you need to grate them. You don't use them this way. You need to blend them before you use. So I have my blended seeds. Here I have my fenugreek. So I'm going to be adding fenugreek into my glass jar. So when you blend your fenugreek, okay, it will come out this way. This is the seed. Okay, so I'm going to add the blended fenugreek into my jar. So I'm going to be using my spoon. Okay, this is a teaspoon. Okay, a tablespoon. Okay, you can use, when you're making your hips and butt enlargement oil, you can add any quantity of herbs you desire. There's nothing like say you want to measure it. You can add any quantity, it can still work. It depends on the quantity of oil you want to formulate. So here I've added 1 tablespoon of my fenugreek. I'll also add so here I have about 2 spoons of my fenugreek seed in my glass jar. Okay, so I'm going to add my apple seed. Apple seed has another name, Janzan. Some people call it Janzan seed. Janzan seeds. So, but it's popularly known as apple seeds. So I have my blended apple seed here. So I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon. Like I earlier said, you can use more than the quantity I'm using. You still get the same results. Depends on the quantity you want. So I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of it, my blended apple seed. Okay. So when you get these seeds, make sure before you use them you blend them so that the oils will be properly infused, so that the herbs will be properly infused into the oil. Okay, so you stir very well. I'm mixing up the herbs, my fenugreek and my happy seed blended. I have them in my glass jar now. Okay, so I'm going to be adding the third herb, which is flaxseed. Now, flaxseed is very rich in omega-3 fatty acid, and any herb that is rich in omega-3 fatty acid will help to increase the butts, the hips, and the boobs. And any herb that is rich in phytoestrogen, which is the estrogen, which is the nutrient in herbs that is similar to the female estrogen, will also help to firm and increase female curves. So I'm going to be adding my flaxseed, my blended flaxseed. I'm going to make use of a tablespoon. You can make use of any quantity you want. So I have a tablespoon of my flaxseed. Okay, this is the seed. If you want to get yours. Okay, then this is the happy seed. You might decide, so that in case if you don't know what it looks like, this is what happy seeds look like. Okay, so let's continue. So here I have my 3 powdered, my blended seeds in my glass jar. So I'm going to stir very well, okay, so that the herbs will be properly combined. So now I'm going to add in my olive oil, which will provide antioxidants and fatty acid nutrients to this butts and hips enlargement oil. Okay, it will also help to repair damaged skin. It will help to lift sagging skin. It will help to firm female body parts, and it also helps to enlarge it. This olive oil is very rich in fatty acid and is very good for enlargement. So I'm going to add it. I'm not going to measure it. I'm going to make sure it covers the herbs properly. So whenever you want to infuse any herb at all, make sure that the carrier oil you're using covers the herbs in the glass jar. That's the most important. Make sure it covers it properly. So here I'm going to pour in my olive oil. I'll make sure it covers the herbs because that's the most important thing. Okay, as you can see, it properly covers the herbs. Okay, so I'm going to stir very well. This hips and butt enlargement oil works perfectly fine. Okay, let me just tell you one thing about natural skincare. Natural skincare takes time to work, but once it starts working, it works perfectly fine. So when you start using this oil, you don't expect to notice changes immediately. At least you should use it for like maybe 3 weeks, a month or 2 before you start noticing visible changes, depending on individuals. So don't expect it to work overnight. Some people 3 weeks, some people 1 month, some people might even notice changes earlier than 3 weeks. It depends on individual. So this is it. So I'll stir very well. Okay, so now Okay, I need to cover my olive oil. So the next thing I'm going to do now is, there are two methods of infusing this butts and hips enlargement oil. There are two methods you can use. You can use the cold press, or you can use the hot press. So the cold press, after mixing it like this, cover it tightly. Okay, cover it tightly. Set it aside in one corner of your room, okay, where water will not enter inside. Okay, you can set it aside for 2 weeks or more, or 3 weeks, or 1 month. Okay, so that the herbs and the oils, the herbs will be properly infused into the oil. You can bring it out, maybe sometimes we bring it out so that the sun will heat it. When there is sunny, you can bring it out, place it under the sun so that the sun will heat it and warm it up, if you're doing the cold press. But if you're doing the hot press, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach you how to use the hot press method. The hot press method is faster and easier to do. So we are going to be infusing using the double boiler method. To prepare the double boiler method is very easy. Okay, you get a pot, you add water into the pot, place it on your burner, your stove, your gas, then light your gas, your burner, stove, whatever means you're using. Let it be on a low heat, a low to medium heat, so that the oil, the herbs will slowly and gently infuse properly into the oil. So I'm going to be using my double boiler method right now to infuse. Just watch how I do it. So this is how I prepare the double boiler method. As you can see, I have my pot placed on my burner. So I'm going to put it on a low, it's already on a low heat. Okay, you can put it on a low heat, low to medium heat, so that the herbs will infuse gently and properly into the oil. So now, after adding water in your pot and placing it in your burner, so you gently add your jar into the pot. So as you can see, I have my jar in my pot. Please, when you're putting your glass jar in your pot, be careful so that water will not enter into the herb. Because we are infusing herbs, we are not going to cover the jar. We are going to leave it this way. Okay, if you leave it this way, then it will turn out right. You don't need to cover it when you're infusing your herbs. So now we are going to let it infuse for 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, I'm going to bring it out and show you the outcome. So lovelies, you're welcome back. After 30 minutes, I removed it from the pot and allowed it to cool down. So it has cooled down well. So this is what I have. So now this hips and butts enlargement oil is not ready yet, though we've infused it using the double boiler method, but it's not ready to use yet. So I'm going to transfer it into a container, then I'll tell you what next to do. So sorry, before I transfer it into a container, I have to add vitamin E. The reason why I'm adding vitamin E now is because it has properly cooled down. Vitamin E is added when the oil has already cooled down. This will help to make this vitamin E super effective. When you add it, the vitamin E, when the oil is still hot, it might reduce the effectiveness of the vitamin E. So when you're formulating any skincare product at all, vitamin E always comes in the cool down phase. It's a cool down product. So I'm going to add, I have a little quantity of my vitamin E, so I'm going to add everything. So you can add at least half teaspoon, that's half of 5 ml spoon of your vitamin E. Okay, so I've added my vitamin E. I'm going to stir well. Okay, that's properly. So sorry, I'm covering it. So after adding my vitamin E, I still mix it very well. I mix everything. I still stir very well. Okay, so now I'm going to transfer it into, I'm going to be using this container. I'm going to transfer it into this container. I'm not going to sieve, because if you want to have an effective hips and butt enlargement oil, you need to still leave it to infuse further after using the double boiler method. So I'm going to transfer it into this container. I have my funnel. You know the way fenugreek smells? That's how this oil is smelling. So everything, including the herbs, everything is going in. Everything is going in. I want everything to go in. Okay, so now I have both my herbs and my oil in my container. Okay, so the reason why I added the herbs, the infused herbs and the infused oil to my container is to allow it to further infuse. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to set it aside for 7 days, 5, 6, 7 days, so that the herbs will properly infuse into the oil and make it super effective. So occasionally I'm going to shake it. I'll shake it this way, then I will leave it. So after 7 days I will start applying it, and it's going to be super effective. So lovelies, I'm going to teach you how to use this oil. I'm going to teach you how to use this oil. So when you want to massage this oil, you don't press downwards. You don't press downwards. When you're massaging your butt, please don't press downward. Don't press downwards. Massage like you're lifting it up. You know your butt now, how it's connected to your hips. Okay, massage like you're lifting it up. You massage upward motion, then you hold the both cheeks together, then massage in a circular motion. Make sure you massage it deeply. Then your laps, your hips, you also massage in a circular motion. Take your time, slowly, gently massage the oil in. And beautiful people, if you want this hips and butt enlargement oil to be super effective, also learn how to scrub, exfoliate your skin. At least scrub 2 or 3 times in a week. If you want to learn how to scrub your body, I have a lot of body scrub recipes I dropped in my playlist in my channel. Check out any of the body scrubs recipe. You can do it at home. You can use sugar, make your own body scrub, exploit your skin at least 2 or 3 times in a week. Exploit your butt, your hips. When you want to use this enlargement oil, scrub, exploit them. You understand? So that this oil will easily absorb into your hips and your butt. Sometimes you see people say that it doesn't work, that it didn't work for them. It's because they don't exploit their skin. When you don't scrub, when you don't exploit your skin, how will this oil penetrate deeper? So when you exploit your butt and your hips and apply this oil, it will be super effective. So beautiful people, we've come to the end of this video. If this video is helpful, please, I need you to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe, watch my videos, like my videos, share my videos, and please turn on the notification bell so you get notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.